Next thing you're going to want to do is take out your individual jets if you can. What this one here has, it's got a slot for a screwdriver, and if it's too corroded, it's got, you can put a, looks like maybe an 8mm or even a 6mm head on it and take it out. I'm going to see if it comes out with a screwdriver first. Here we go. Alright, what you're going to want to do is first blow it out with your mouth, and then once you get all the old gas or whatever's in there, try and look through it, and you're going to want to see the pinhole, like put it up to a light or the sun or whatever. You're going to want to see the pinhole through it. I don't know if the camera can pick it up because it's pretty small. We'll see. Yeah, this one has almost no light going through it. Some of these holes are really, really small, but what you want to look is for a completely circular hole in there, regardless of how big it is. If it's not completely circular, and if these holes right here, which are drilled through, appear to be clogged up, then we're going to soak it. And I think that we're going to soak this guy. So he's going in the jar. Next, we're going to take out this one, which is probably the slow jet. Oh, the screwdriver's too big for it. So, what I have here are some very thin screwdrivers. We'll see if we can get this one out. I can't get it. This part is always pretty difficult. I have definitely seen jets which are so corroded that you just can't extract them. And in that case, I mean, the only thing you can do really is just shoot some carb cleaner down the hole, let it soak, and hope that that sorts it out. So this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this one out. I definitely don't want to bust up the metal in there because it's soft brass. So I'm going to give it a couple other tries, hit it real softly with the hammer, and if it doesn't come out, well, it doesn't come out. And that's a shame, and that's just something that the client's gonna have to live with, unless he wants to buy new carbs. So let me try and get this out. Alright, I got it out. You can see how small it is. You're gonna do the same thing with this needle as, or I'm sorry, with this jet as the other one. Just sort of look down it, make sure you can see light through it, and it's a perfectly round circle. I'm looking at this one, and this one actually looks a lot better off than the other one. These little holes here are straight through, and I can see a round circle through it, even though it's a tiny pinpoint dot. But I'm still going to soak it. Still going to soak it anyway. Now this is one indication of how badly corroded these carbs really are, despite my initial assessment. Tripod working. Is that this here is the jet which controls the main inflow of gasoline into these carbs, and it is so corroded that I cannot extract it. You can see I'm just tearing it up, trying to get it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot some carb cleaner in there and see if I can't get it out, but if I can't get it out, then there's only so much I can really do for these carbs. Sometimes they just get absolutely fused together with gunk, and that's when it's just gone, you know. I still have hopes for these carbs. I'm pretty sure even if all four of these are stuck up, I'm pretty sure I could probably get this thing running pretty well. But I'm a little bit hesitant to shoot too much carb cleaner down in there because some of these have little plastic screens, and I don't want to melt it. But I'm just going to shoot a little bit to try and get it loose so I can pull it out. So I gotta put the camera away for that because I don't want the camera to get damaged by the carb cleaner particulate in the air, which is nasty stuff. This is the stuff that I use. My next dimension, really nasty stuff. It'll burn the fingerprints off your fingers if you let it, but it definitely does the job. So I guess the environment will take another one for the team. In the name of good motorcycling. So let me get to that and I'll tell you guys how it goes. So unfortunately it didn't come out, and to a point there's not much you can do about it. I would really have loved to have gotten this out, but rather than just sit here and destroy it, I'm going to leave it as it is. There are some guys who will drill it out. It would be pretty easy to just get like a standard sheetrock drill it in there, and then rip it out, you know, with a hammer or whatever. You would, you know, I bet this one, well, this one's a little bit small, but you know, you would destroy the jet obviously, but you can buy a new one of those off the internet pretty easily enough. I don't want to do that right now just because of where we are in the project. If we get this thing running right after the head gasket and everything, but it's bogging down a little and I suspect there's a little bit of gunk in there that's preventing it from running right, then I'm probably going to drill a screw in there and rip it out and get another one offline. But for the time being, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Right now is when a good air compressor comes in handy, because I like to use compressed air to help me clean out these carbs. I've got my compressed air. What I do is I will put that right into the gas intake, and what it does is it blows out right here. And so this is the reason why I started with one of the middle ones. I'll show you. The gas comes in through here through this rubber pipe, and then it flows down here and down here, and also down here and down here. And so if we start blowing through air at one of these ones here, at one of the middle ones, then all the gunk that's all up in here will either be blown out here or will go here, and it's going to come out through here. And so we're going to get all that gunk when we do this one. If I was to start with this one, then I would blow all the gunk in here, and you know, I'd blow it out or whatever, and then I'd put this one all back together, and I'd come here and I'd blow this one's gunk into this one. So that's why we start with the middle one. I start with this middle one, and then that middle one, and then I do the two end ones, and that way the entire line will get blown free. Let me know if that was confusing to you, but that's the way that I do it. I also like to take compressed air and just sort of blow around here. Whoop, the camera. So blow around here a little bit. Blow these jet holes out. I'll blow out these overflow hoses. And you can see it just blew a bunch of crap out from there. And so I just sort of blow it around, you know, and get it all cleaned up and stuff. Additionally, what I like to do is I will take my jets, which have been soaking, and I will blow them out. Both ways.